At the very bottom of our planet, where land and sea are locked in an eternal frozen embrace, lies a world of breathtaking austerity. This is Antarctica, a continent sculpted by ice and wind, a place of extremes where life seems an impossibility. Yet here, on the precipitous edge of colossal ice shelves and along the shores of frozen seas, thrives one of nature's most charismatic and resilient creatures, the penguin. They stand in their thousands, little figures in black and white, a stark and beautiful contrast against the endless panorama of blue and white. Their home is a frontier, a dynamic, ever-shifting line between the solid, unyielding ice and the dark, life-giving ocean. It is a kingdom of icebergs the size of mountains and winds that can cut like a knife. Here, survival is not merely a daily task. It is an art form, perfected over millions of years of evolution. The air is so cold it can freeze exposed skin in moments, and the water temperatures hover just above freezing. For most creatures, this environment would be a death sentence. But for the penguin, it is a stage upon which the grand drama of life unfolds. They are not just visitors to this icy realm. They are its masters, its inhabitants, its very soul. They march across vast, frozen plains, they gather in bustling, noisy colonies, and they plunge into the frigid depths with a grace that defies their comical gait on land. This is their world, and they have conquered it. The penguin's ability to survive in temperatures that would be lethal to most other warm-blooded animals is nothing short of a biological marvel. The secret to their incredible warmth lies in their remarkable plumage. A penguin is covered in a dense coat of feathers, up to 100 per square inch, far denser than that of most other birds. The outer layer consists of short, stiff, overlapping feathers that are coated in an oil from a gland near the tail. This creates a waterproof barrier, an essential first line of defense against the freezing water and biting winds. Beneath this protective outer shell lies a second layer of defense. Soft, downy feathers trap a layer of air close to the skin. This trapped air is warmed by the penguin's own body heat, creating a superb insulating blanket. This natural insulation is so effective that penguins can sometimes overheat. You might see them ruffling feathers or holding flippers out to release heat. This intricate feather system requires constant maintenance. Penguins spend a great deal of time preening. A single gap in their waterproof armor could allow freezing water to reach the skin, catastrophic in these temperatures. The integrity of their feathers is paramount to survival. Once a year, this essential coat is replaced in a catastrophic molt, losing all feathers over several weeks. During this time, waterproofing is compromised, so they remain on land and must rely on fat reserves. It is difficult, but essential, to renew the perfect life-sustaining suit that lets them conquer the cold. As the pale Antarctic sun rises, casting long, ethereal shadows across the ice, the penguin colony stirs. The air, bitingly cold, fills with a cacophony of calls, greetings, warnings, courtship. A typical day is a finely tuned balance between conserving energy and expending it for food. For incubating pairs, the day begins with a transfer of duty, carefully passing the egg to the returning partner. The exchange is tender and precise, crucial for their lineage. Once free from duties, the journey to the sea begins, sometimes miles across treacherous snow and ice, waddling, often in single file. When possible, they toboggan, fast, playful, energy-saving. At the ice edge they pause, wary of lurking danger, a leopard seal. One brave bird takes the plunge, then the rest follow in a cascade. In the water, the penguin transforms from clumsy waddle to agile torpedo. After a successful hunt, laden with fish, krill, squid, they head home. They navigate with an internal compass, find their exact nest among thousands, recognizing mate and offspring by unique calls, a vocal signature in the colony's clamor. For emperor penguins, the breeding cycle is a saga of endurance, a long march inland to face the brutal winter. The exhausted female transfers a single precious egg. The male covers it with his brood pouch and endures blizzards and minus 60 degrees for 2 months, without a meal. Timing is everything. The female returns as the chick hatches. Parents take turns. One guards and feeds, the other forages, until the chick is independent. On land, their waddle is comical, but in water, any clumsiness vanishes. It undergoes a breathtaking transformation, becoming a creature of grace, power, and agility. Wings become paddle-like flippers that propel them as if flying through the sea. Using these flippers, they achieve incredible speed and precision. Their bodies are perfectly streamlined to minimize drag. Dense bones provide ballast, aiding deep dives. Some, like the Gentoo, burst up to 22 miles per hour. They twist and turn after fish, squid, and krill, feet and tail steering like a rudder. Emperor penguins dive past 1,800 feet and hold their breath over 20 minutes. They slow their heart dramatically and store oxygen in myoglobin-rich muscles, living submarines, perfectly equipped for the deep. They often hunt cooperatively, herding prey toward the surface. Black and white countershading hides them. From below, a white belly merges with sunlit surface. From above, a dark back fades into the depths. Simple, effective camouflage, key to their success. After breeding, many spend months at sea, traveling hundreds, even thousands of miles. Yet year after year, they return to the same small patch of land, even the same nest. Scientists point to sun compasses, polarized light, and possibly Earth's magnetic field, an innate navigation toolkit honed over millennia. Vision and hearing help too, perhaps even listening for breaking waves and low rumbles of shifting ice. For millions of years, penguins have navigated this extreme world, enduring ice ages and predators with resilience. Today, they face unprecedented threats as their world changes faster than they can adapt. The most significant is climate change. Polar regions are warming faster than anywhere else. For emperors and adeles, the ice is not just a platform, it is a nursery. Stable, predictable ice is essential for eggs and for raising chicks. If ice forms too late or breaks too early, entire breeding colonies can fail. Recently, thousands of emperor chicks drowned when their ice disintegrated before they were waterproof. Algae under the ice feeds krill, foundation of the penguin diet. Less ice means less algae, less krill, and less food for penguins. Overfishing intensifies competition for key species, including krill. Forced to travel farther and dive more often, adults expend precious energy. Breeding success declines. Pollution, plastics and oil, reaches even Antarctic waters, posing risks of entanglement and ingestion. Predators like leopard seals and killer whales have always shared these seas, part of the natural balance. But warming can introduce new species, novel predators to which penguins have no defense. Increased human activity near colonies can disturb breeding if not carefully managed. The world that was their fortress is changing. The masters of ice stand on precarious ground. Their future depends on forces far beyond their control. The story of the penguin is a saga of survival, a narrative of life carving an existence in our planet's most inhospitable place. Their resilience, their complex social lives, their sheer determination, inspiring. They are vital indicators of the health of our oceans and polar ecosystems. The challenges they face, melting ice, dwindling food sources, and a changing climate, reflect pressures we place on the global environment. Their struggle is a warning. Their fate is linked to our own on a warming planet. By combating climate change, reducing our carbon footprint, and transitioning to sustainable energy, we help penguins and ourselves. Large marine protected areas can safeguard foraging grounds and ensure food security. Responsible tourism minimizes disturbance to breeding colonies. Continued research guides effective conservation decisions. Every action, large or small, contributes to securing their future. Ultimately, the penguin is a symbol of what we stand to lose. In protecting the penguin and their icy kingdom, we reaffirm our connection to all life and take a vital step toward a healthy, balanced planet for generations to come.